YouTubers, to Budget Mamacita. And so, as promised from last week, I am going to go ahead and model 1 to 2 outfits. This week we have chosen 2 outfits for you, and I hope you enjoy. So here we go. Here we have a black, slightly oversized shawl collar sweater with quarter-length sleeves. Cost to me, free. I'm a big fan of hand-me-downs, as many have stated way before I came along. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Next, we have the beautiful black pearl statement necklace with a matching thick band bracelet, bought from eBay for 99 cents each, totaling $198. Moving down, a famous fall color of burgundy found in a comfortable multi-occasion jegging, bought for $8 at your local Walmart. These can be found in an array of colors. Last but not least, we have the everyday black suede ankle boot, bought from Payless for $9.99. Add it all up and we have a whopping total of $19.97. And if we are creative, think of all the wonderful ensembles you can create with these items when mixed and matched with other items already in your closet. One of my favorite outfits, the fuchsia pink stylish blouse with stretch, amazing top from Express, found at my local thrift store for $2.39. Matched with the ever-flowing high-low mint green skirt purchased from Poshmark for $5. The seller from this wonderful find also gave me as a free gift the brown necklace shown on last week's show. Oh, the pink open-toed heels adorned with a top tasteful buckle, bought from eBay for $5. Painted bottom by my hubby, as I sought after a designer look without the cost. Great DIY design as a final touch to my bright heels. Adding this ensemble up, we come to a grand total of $12.39. Okay, YouTubers. So, I'm going to share a little bit about myself. I am 5'2", and I'm pretty short, so I struggle with my pants, jeans, any kind of pants that just don't seem to fit right lengthwise. So this week, I decided it would be nice to have a guest come on the show and help people like me to hem pants so that they fit us nicely and so that they fall the way that they ought to. All right, so here we go. Hello, YouTubers, and welcome to Budget Mamacita. Please help me welcome my friend, dear friend, Donna Esparza to the show today. She is a friend of mine that came in my time of distress. So my 18-year-old son was married this past August, and my dress needed much hemming. It was a great shopping find, I would like to let you ladies know. And she went ahead and hemmed it for me, as well as did some minor alterations to the top, so I looked really sharp on the day of the wedding.
Yes, you did.
Thank you. See you there. So, Dawn, please share a little about yourself, and as well as what you will be sharing today.
All right. Well, like she said, my name is Donna Esparza. I'm a wife and a mother of 3 children, ages 8, 7, and 4. I homeschool them, so my life is very busy right now. But in my spare time, I like to fit in a little bit of sewing. I have my own small business called E13, stands for Esparza, and then Proverbs 31:13, which says she works with her hands in delight, and it is a delight for me to sew. I have a 4-year degree in home economics, which is much more than just baking and sewing and trying to find a husband. We did things like family finances, family dynamics, childhood education. We did meal management, nutrition classes. There are a myriad of classes to fill up the 4 years. So today what I'm going to be showing you is one of my favorite sewing tips. I'm a little bit short, so a lot of the pants that I get have to be hemmed. And I found this tip online one day for hemming jeans while keeping the original hem so that it doesn't look like you chopped it off and then hemmed it up. That way it still looks nice and sharp and like it had just been purchased just for you. First, let me show you cases where this will not work on jeans. If you have straight leg jeans, if you have to hem them up too high, you can tell that this size original hem is not going to fit where there's more fabric up here. So in this case, you would actually have to cut the jeans off and then do a hem. You would not be able to keep the original hem. Another case is if you have a pair of jeans that has a whole bunch of wash on it, say it's all the way down to here, if you need to hem it up close to the wash, then it's not going to look quite right. It's not going to be the right style, so you wouldn't be able to do that. The best kind of jeans that this works with is just your regular boot cut or your relaxed. The first thing you want to do is try on the jeans right side out. You don't need to try them on inside out to cuff them, just right side out. You also want to make sure that you put them on with the shoes that you're going to be wearing the jeans with the most, so that you can make sure that it's at the exact length that you would like. Once you have the jeans on, simply cuff them to the length that you want. As you can see here, I have the jeans cuffed already. And what you want to do first is you want to measure the cuff, including the original hemline. Right now our cuff needs to be 2 inches. Then what you want to do is you want to divide that measurement in half. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift our cuff down just a little bit. Straighten and flatten it back out. Make sure it's all nice and smooth in the middle. Then this time what you're going to do is you're going to measure again, not including the original hem, until you get to 1 inch. So I need to shift it back up just a little bit more. Make sure that you measure at both edges so that your hem will be even. Alright, so that's 1 inch. This needs to come this way just a little bit. And that is 1 inch. Then you're going to want to pin that to hold it in place. It's good to use at least a few pins. And as you're pinning, you want to make sure that you're smoothing that inner fabric, because you don't want to have any knits or tucks in your jeans as you're sewing. Alright, now that we've done that side, you're going to flip it over and you're going to do the same thing. For those of you that don't have a sewing machine, you can still do some hand sewing, but what you'll want to do is to do short stitches and a lot of them to mimic a sewing machine stitches, because denim is a very heavy fabric, so you're going to want to make sure that you make your seam nice and strong. For those of you who do have a sewing machine, you're going to want to make sure that you take the attachment off your sewing machine so that your jeans will fit over the arm. And you're going to slip your jeans on your machine. You want to find the inside seam of your jeans and start there first. And what you're going to do is you're going to line up your needle right next to the original hem. As you sew, you don't want to catch any part of the original hem, but just sew as close as you possibly can without catching it. I also want to give you a word of caution that where your double welted seams are is going to be super thick. So you'll want to make sure that you go very slowly with your needle, or maybe even use your hand wheel to crank it, just so that you don't end up breaking a needle, hurting your machine, or getting anything stuck in your pants or making the thread get all tangled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that behind my needle to start. Line it up right next to the original hem, and then you're going to start sewing. Do some back sewing a little bit to make sure it's tacked in place, and then you're just going to keep going all the way around the cuff, again going slow so that you make sure not to hit the original hem. Now that we've sewn all the way around our cuff, you can either leave this part, or you can trim it down a little bit with pinking shears, which make a zigzag edge, or if you want to, you can do an extra line of stitching and then just use straight scissors to cut that off. Then once you flip your cuff, you'll be able to see where you've made your seam, but you've been able to keep the original stitching from the factory, and then also you can keep the original hem, which has that wear on it.
Thank you so much, Dawn, for joining us. Do you have any information as far as people being able to get in touch with you?
Absolutely. I have my own shop on Etsy.com. You can look for the link below.
Yay! Okay, all. I hope to see you next week. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Please subscribe. Any emails? If you'd like to get in touch with Dawn, she left her information. If you'd like to ask me any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and email. Thanks so much. See you next week. Bye.